In this video I'm going to show you guys how to build a coach in Minecraft. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we're here to help you build bigger and better, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Anyway, let's get into the video. Alright then guys, so here we are on my flat tutorial world, and here is the coach we're going to be building today. Of course, feel free to mix and match up the colours, make your own brand. We've got Dakar coaches today, is what I've gone for, but you could put whatever you guys want to customise away. So this one is 16 blocks long, it's 5 blocks wide, and it's also 5 blocks high. In terms of the base materials that you're going to need to start off with, you are going to need a block of netherite, a stone button, smooth quartz slab, iron trapdoor, deep slate tile slab. You can of course switch out for the other deep slate if you want to. I just like the look of this one. Also a white concrete, block of iron, smooth quartz stairs, and also deep slate tile stairs as well. That's going to get us started. Alright, gonna have more blocks as well as we'll go, and I'll show you which ones you can, switch out if you want to do like a different colour down here. And in fact, what I might even do for this one is actually do it in a different colour. Why not? So guys, if you want to build it in a perfect rectangle, you can do. Again, that's 16 by 5. And if you are going to be doing that, we'll start at the front. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And we're going to place down the block of netherite 1 block in from the border, okay? So it's just going to be 3 blocks wide for this bit right here. Right in the middle of that, we're going to join those together with a smooth quartz slab. And then at the front here, we're going to have 3 smooth quartz slabs going forwards, and then 3 iron trapdoors. So it goes quite kind of up at the front here like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have 6 slabs going backwards here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then just build this all up. This is all going to be quite solid like this. Then back to our block of netherite, and feel free to switch this out, by the way guys, to other blocks if you're doing this in survival. Stuff like black concrete powder will be perfect for it. We're going to have 2 of those now, okay, so 2 of those on there. Put your stone buttons on as well, so we're going to do that on each of those. You can also use an item frame here guys, if you want to make it as like a bit of a hubcap, and then put in a glass pane, something like light grey or grey. It will look really good. I just prefer just the buttons. Then put in your 2 slabs in the middle of these 2 at the back here. Switch over to your deep slate tile slabs. We're going to have 2 off the back of those. So 2 right here. And then switch over to an iron trapdoor. We're going to have 3 of those on the back as well. So 1, 2, 3 right there like that. Okay. Coming over to the front, right in the middle with your block of iron. We're going to place that in the middle. That's going to be your engine block. Either side of that, we're going to have a white concrete block like that. And then coming back, now actually this bit will depend on which side of the road these drive on. For the UK, we drive on the left, so the door is actually on the left. But for most of you guys, it will be on the right. So I'm actually going to do it on the right for this one. So we're going to put in a white concrete block just on the left-hand side here, but do switch it up depending on where your door is going to be to get into it. Then over the first wheel, we're going to have an upside down smooth quartz stair. It's going to be our little wheel arch. Do that on the other side as well. Then what we'll do is we're going to have a total of 6 blocks going back. These will be your blocks of iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 like that there. With your smooth quartz stairs, what we're going to do is going to have an upside down like this. And an upside down like that there. So leave the gap. We'll do some stuff with a debug stick if we want to make this wrap around, but because not everybody can do that, we'll do it this way for the time being. So then put those in there like that. Then switch over to your deep slate tile stairs. We're going to have 2 upside down over these slabs here. So 1 and 2 there like that. It will make this one wrap around. There's nothing we can do about it. But there we go. So we can go 1 and 2. Guess what you could do if you wanted to is just have that one in there like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. Right on the back now, in the middle we're going to have a block of iron, so have that on there. Then a white concrete block either side of it like that there. Right, I'm going to grab a ton of extra blocks now, and I'll go through those. So for the next set of blocks that we're going to need, you're going to need an iron trapdoor, but only if you can knock these down somehow, so yeah, be aware of that. You could hide underneath some of these seats. Bits and pieces, like not buttons, levers, things like that. But you won't be able to go all the way along unless you just do it and put some carpet over it. Potentially, you could do that. So we're going to need, an iron trapdoor. You're also going to need some sort of colour. I'm actually going to go for cyan concrete here. And with that colour, we're also going to need some trapdoors that match. So for me, cyan, concrete, and the warped trapdoor is the closest trapdoor colour that we'll go for that. Okay. We're also going to need a ladder. In fact, we're just going to place down that ladder right now. It's going to be right on the front here. It's going to be as part of our little engine bit, so do place that down. You're also going to need a spruce sign and a glow ink sac. We'll use that in a second. You're still going to need your white concrete, and you're still going to need your block of iron as well. But do grab yourself some black stained glass. That'll kind of be what we're using for all of these up here. And we'll switch over some other blocks as well as we go. Okay, so we're going to actually start from the back this time. So we're going to have this block of iron. We're going to make that one higher. Then we're going to have white concrete either side of it, so it's a solid block here. Just bring that forwards with another block of white concrete. And now we're going to get onto our colour. So we're going to have 5 blocks of your colour block. So for me, you know, we've got red concrete over there. We've got cyan concrete here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Then what we're going to do from here is going to have 5 blocks of white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that there. And now with your black stained glass, come to the front right here. We're going to wrap this around. Again, leave your gap door here, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to put in glass panes. We'll grab that after we've done this glass layer. So we've got that around the front. We're also going to go another layer over as well. So bring this on top, but not the back 3. We're actually going to do that as a grey concrete right there. So bring this around. Do go over this though, over the top of that one. So your door is going to go straight over the top. And you can see this kind of entrance that we get into here, then you climb up above it and everything like that. So I'll put in the floor and all the seats and things in a little bit, like that there. Right, so what we're going to do in terms of these trapdoors now is we're going to have 2 iron trapdoors on this bit, and then we're going to have 3, in my case, warped trapdoors, your coloured trapdoor on the side going down there, and then another iron trapdoor. So I'm going to knock these down in a second. There's a couple of different ways we can do that. There we go, knock those ones down. And with the iron ones, we're going to have those 2 right there, like that. Okie doke. With your spruce sign now, come to the front. We're going to place a spruce sign on the front, like this. And then in the middle, if you do some kind of like dashes, and then if you can, credit for me for this design, that'd be awesome. And just put in Lord Daka there. This is kind of the number plate, but I use it to credit people whenever I'm using their designs in my worlds. It's just a nice easy place to put it, and it looks quite natural. So we'll do the same on the other side as well. Put those on the back, and also in the middle right there, like this, and put in Lord Daka. That would be much appreciated, guys. Just means that if you are playing on servers and things like that, when people see my name, they might go, okay, I'll look them up. So yeah, more people that we get to the channel, more videos that I'll make, pretty much. That's how it works. Cool, so that's all looking pretty good then. So we'll get on to the next set of blocks. Alright, so for the next set, we're going to need some grey concrete. We're also going to need some polished deep slate slab, polished deep slate stair, black carpet, dark oak trapdoor, and that's because we've got this kind of like dark kind of top here. We're also going to need a black stained glass pane, a spruce fence gate, a cobbled deep slate stair as well. We'll grab some other little final blocks as well after this. So first thing we're going to do is put the 3 blocks of grey concrete across the back there like that. And we're also going to be putting in a floor here. So I'm actually going to be building up a nice little floor. So what we'll do is we're going to have that behind the driver's seat. So the driver's seat is actually going to be cobbled deep slate stair. That's just what I used. I have that right here. Imagine there's a little bit of a gap to get up here, of course. It is Minecraft after all. I'm going to put in grey concrete down here. This is going to be a bit of the flooring, like this. There we go. Now, if you're a bit worried about seeing that and you want that to be kind of light or something like that, or a different colour, you know, replace those 2 blocks. Feel free to replace those. Otherwise, just leave them as they are. Leave them showing through. It will give a bit of contrast. Then what we're going to do is from the back, we're going to have in the back seat there, leave a gap, have another one, 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 leave a gap, and we're not going to have one here because it just looks like we've got lots of steps. All right, so we're going to leave it like that for the coach seating. Now what we can do is we can grab our polished deep slate slabs, and we're going to have 4 of these from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that across, like that. With your polished deep slate stair now, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this around, and we're actually going to go a total of 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the 5th one, wrap around. Have this going all the way around this bit here, like this. All right, so we wrap that all the way around there. That takes up a total of 5. In the middle, just put in your polished deep slate slabs on the upper piece. So you can see it gives a little bit more headroom for this little bit here. Not that it really matters too much. Then from the front of this, we're going to have 3 slabs. 1, 2, 3. Bring those across as well, like that. Then we're going to be transitioning, so we're going to go from dark oak trapdoor right here to black carpet across the front there, just so it gives it a nice kind of smooth, kind of tapering off effect here, like a little bit of a, well, just smoother, isn't it? It's nice. Right, with your spruce fence gate now, we're going to place this on the front here and then punch that through right here. Then we're going to have black stained glass pane either side of that. Now this won't connect in for the time being. If you guys are in a survivor, you haven't got access to the debug stick to make it look like this, which I think looks really good on the side there. What you can always do is you can get rid of the fence gate and you can just join it across here like that. It just looks a little bit bulkier if you do that, but still absolutely fine. So I'll show you guys how to do that with the debug stick in a second, as well as knock these down just in case you can actually do that. Right, let's grab the final couple of blocks then. Alright, so a little bit of detail. Grab yourself a polished blackstone button. And what I did is the last 2 coloured blocks that we've got here, I just put in 2 blackstone buttons there. It just contrasted nicely against it. Actually looks better with the blue one rather than the red one, I think anyway. So yeah, put in those 2, it will just add in a tiny bit of detail. Next, grab yourself a sign. I used mangrove for the red one. I'm going to use warped for my blue kind of one right here. And we're going to use these 2 blocks that we've got here. Okay, so the first one I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put in DAC coaches again, but you can come up with whatever you want. So we're just going to split these up onto 2 different boards, signs, whatever you want to call them. Then hit them with the glow ink sac to make them glow. You know, put that in there. That can be whatever you guys want to put on there. So we're going to do the same on the other side, of course. So there we go, DACA, and then we're going to do coaches. And then put the glow ink sac just to make it stand nice and out like that. Right, so for the front, a couple different options here. You can just grab yourself a bamboo button and you can just plonk that in as your little light. I forgot about that trapdoor down the bottom. You can also use the glow item frame. You can just use it by itself. Or you can also put in the ochre frog light as well. This does look better. But if you're like me and use shaders a lot of the time, this doesn't lag you as much as the item frames do. So totally up to you guys what you want to do with that. On to the back as well, you can just go with a mangrove button. Not there and there, there and there. But again, you can switch that out instead for an item frame. You can use the glow one, but that looks too much like headlights to me, so I use the normal item frame like that. And you can put a red stained glass in there for your brake lights. Again, I think this one looks better, but again, lag less. Yeah, it's not really lag less, but you know what I mean. It lags less. Will be that one right there like that. We also need to grab ourselves again, actually, because I've forgotten about this, for the door. If you're going to have it open, just have it like this. Not a problem at all. You can even open up this one at the top so that people can climb in if you wanted them to. But what we can do is we can put in the black stained glass pane to close that door up. If you're worried about this one, you know, switch those 2 out for blocks instead. Otherwise, we can use the debug stick to fix that. Now, we've been saying a lot about this debug stick, so let's get it. So if you're on Java Edition, you can get this. You might be able to get it in a future version, but you can do /give your name in Minecraft, and you can get this debug_stick. So that's going to be the command for that. What we can do with this is we can, in my case, left click. So that's the kind of like, you know, main click to destroy blocks. And we're going to have the right click to place blocks, okay? But we can have a look through these by using that left click to then see the open property, and we can then set that to true or false, whichever one it is. I'm not totally sure. But there we go. We can knock that down is how I call it. And then that allows us to do whatever we want to do with those iron trapdoors. What we can also do is with this glass piece, we want to actually add or make it go in a southerly direction. So let's loop through to that. We can see south is false, so let's set that to true. There we go, and then that completes that bit. Then we can do the same with these wing mirrors. So that one goes west, so we need to find the west property right here. There we go. Knock that to true. I can do the same with this east one and knock that to true. And that, to me, it just looks really cool on the side there. So yeah, guys, that is it for this tutorial. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Oh, actually, it's not quite. And final detail before I forget is these 2 wheel arches. So we're just going to go through with the debug stick, the shape, And we can just loop through that shape until we get to this one right here and one right there. So like the inner shapes is what we want. Whoops, just to switch that one. So let's get that back to bottom. Right, don't want to do anything with that one, but we do want to do the shape with this one. There we go. Get that around to there. That looks awesome. But anyway, guys, that's it for this tutorial. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, guys, I will see you on the next one.